What's good, guys? It's your man Coach Rich, Coach Babs, and welcome to the Think Strong Be Strong channel. If it's your first time, thank you for watching. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and share. Tell all your friends about me. If you're an avid listener, you're now family. Welcome back. Now, today we're going to talk about why hard work works. And yes, we've heard the phrase hard work works. But I'm gonna talk about it. But we're gonna have some pictures and some slides so I can prove to you why hard work works. So without wasting time on the intro, let's get to it, shall we? What's good, guys? So it's your main man, Richie Rich, Coach Babs. As you can see, sporting the headband. It's Monday, yo. Beginning of the week. So I was in the gym today, and gotta say, obviously, I love being back at the gym, as you know. While I was in the gym, I was training, right? And I just had this thing in my mind saying, hard work works, right? And currently, right now, I'm sitting at about probably 100 kg at the moment since lockdown. As you can see, my face, I've got cheeks, dimples. So I'm a lot bigger and heavier than when I went into lockdown. Having said that, I wasn't skinny either. And I'm not trying to say I'm fat right now, because I'm not. I'm just a lot bigger, and a lot of the definition that I had before has kind of, it's taken a back seat, we'll say, right? But I'm back on my grind. And this notion of hard work works kept on ringing in my ears, and I thought I'd share it with you guys, and I thought I'd use the concept of working out as my, as my theme, and as my prop for this conversation. Now, hard work does work. Hard work works when you take this first step and you remain consistent and vigilant in your approach. Also, if you have somebody that you're accountable to, you know what I mean? Now, I'm going to use fitness because one, it's what I love, it's what I do, and two, it's where I can really prove, other than doing my YouTube videos, how hard work works. Now, in a moment, we're going to cut to some photographs, okay, of me at the beginning of my journey. Then we're going to come back and have a conversation. And then we're going to cut to what happened at the end of my journey to prove to you the value of hard work, consistency, also vision. Yeah. And again, I guess it stems from your why and what you want to do and how bad do you really want to do it. Okay. All right. So right now, let's cut to the pictures. And welcome back. So as you can see, you'll see some pictures where I'm chubby, okay, and they were really uncomfortable for me to take those pictures at the time, simply because I didn't like myself and I just felt unattractive, and I just felt like bleh, not liking it, okay. But I made up my mind at that point that I want to transform myself in such a way to prove to myself that I can do this, and that you don't have to look like how one does on the cover of a magazine for you to be impressive. Do you understand? And When I embarked on this journey, I started by myself at first, and I did it all. I was doing it literally by myself. No trainer, no nothing. And I trained about twice a day for 6 months straight, 7 days a week, like hashtag no rest days at all. Okay. And I was hitting it and I was hitting it and I was hitting it and I was hitting it. And I got to a point where I started to plateau. So I was going up and then I plateaued, right? And it's gonna happen. Okay. And sometimes when you plateau, this is the point where most people flop. In fact, this post is inspired by a friend of mine who I watch her stuff, and she's the Life of Loca TV. I'll put it in the box. It'll probably flash on the screen at the top, or I'll put it in the comments below. Okay, she was talking about her journey, and now she hit the 3 week mark. Now I hit the 6 month mark, and at the 6 month mark, I wasn't going anywhere. Okay, and at that point you start to lose motivation, and you start to feel like, why are we doing this? Or you start to feel like maybe I'm not supposed to get to the shape that I want to. And this is where we start saying stuff like, oh, I'm big boned, or it's in my family that we can get big, or such and such. You start making up these are the stories you tell yourself. I don't want to call them excuses, let's not be a savage, but these are the stories you start to tell yourself. Okay, and then the effort and the hard work you start to put in, you start to slack. Now, here's what I did, and this is how big the vision and the goal was for me, and this is how much work I put into this. Okay, now you are going to get to a point where you can only reach a limit of what you know and what you do, and then you have to invest in yourself to take yourself to the next stage. And I invested in a personal trainer, a female personal trainer, and I sat down with her and I told her what the goal was. Now I picked her because I know she's awesome at what she does. I've seen the things that she's achieved, and I've seen her when she's on an off season, and I've seen her when she's, about to step on stage, for example. So I knew she understood the concept of working hard for what you want, no matter what. And I was in a place in my mind where I was going after what I wanted, no matter what. I had to prove a point. Now, I thought I was working hard until this point, and I was working hard, but I wasn't working to the maximum of my potential. I didn't invest everything I had. I thought I did, but I didn't. And I believe working hard for what you really want means you invest everything you have in there to the point where nothing else really matters except this thing that you're trying to achieve. Now the work started. Okay, and in this hard work, I was talking about changing the way I ate. I switched from not eating often to forcing 5 to 6 meals a day down my throat. That was hard because I used to only eat 1 or 2 meals a day. I didn't even understand why I was so big, but I was only eating maybe 1 to 2 meals a day. I had to force 5 to 6 meals down my throat. That was a struggle, both mentally, physically, and emotionally, because you have to fight the fact of thinking, if I eat more, I'm going to get big. There was that. Okay, there was fighting the urge of always wanting to cheat in terms of eating food that ain't gonna work for you in the long term. I love pizza. Oh, hot cross buns. Oh my god. Do you understand? Peanut butter, man. Don't even get me started. I could eat peanut butter out of a jar. You understand? So there was the urge of fighting, not going into that. I mean, I could have it when I was supposed to have it, but I had to demonstrate a level of discipline, and that's hard work because there's nobody watching you. You can lie. You can easily manipulate the results. You could eat shit on 2-3 days and then starve yourself for a few other days just to get the numbers. But that's not hard work. That's easy. And if somebody turns around and asks you how did you do it, you can't say with confidence this is how, because you lying. So I had to discipline myself. Then I was like a cyborg. I was at the gym twice a day, 1 for weights, 2nd for cardio. I had my personal training sessions twice a week. 1 would be 6 in the morning, 1 would be, in the evening. You understand? On different days. I'd have a program that I had to stick to, my food wise and my training checking in all the time. For me, again, checking in was hard because I could talk about the figures and how much weight I was lifting, but asking about how your mental and emotional state was, what things you were going through outside that might impact your results, your stress levels and such, was again hard work. But I felt like my PT was trying to draw blood from a stone, you know. But again, if I wanted the results bad enough, I had to, you know, I had to be open about certain things I was going through, you know, and making sure that other aspects of my life did not interfere with the program, with the goal. You understand? So I'd hit the gym twice a day. Sometimes I'd be there till late. Sometimes I'd get in the third session. I'd do an extra long cardio session. You know, like the guys at the gym would laugh at me and say, dude, you sleeping here? Like, I saw you when I was finishing my shift. I'm starting my shift. I'm seeing you there. There were days when I was there at 6 in the morning, even when I didn't have my trainer. Like, I had to make sure I got the days in when I was supposed to train, put in the rest day that I was supposed to put in, and make sure I always had to make sure when I was in the gym, I was leveling up on the weight. Like I made it a point every single session to make sure that I did not finish on what I finished on the you know, the week before, or maybe 2 days before, because sometimes I'd hit the same muscle groups twice in a week. You understand? Because my personal trainer saw very quickly that I ain't here to play games. Like, I need this, I want this, I need to prove that impossible. There's nothing, I got nothing else. Like, this is all that matters to me. And I'm gonna show you that this is all that matters to me. And I put in that work consistently. And then that 6-month plateau, man, I just started going up again. I started going up and I dropped the weight. You know, I got into such a shape that even I couldn't believe I got into. Like, I was so proud. She was proud of me, but I was proud of me because I proved it could be done. I proved that I could be this guy who went from here to what I'm going to show you in a moment. You understand? And it's taken me a good couple of years, you know. But anybody who's watched the transformation and asked me, they can be like, yeah, this guy eat, gym, sleep, repeat. You know, like even when lockdown was over and then, you know, when lockdown eased up and they said gyms were opening, the DMs that I got, like, you're gonna be back in the gym. I'm like, hell yeah. I need to start putting in that hard work again. And now, as I'm on another mission to take my fitness and my health to a different level. And I'm apply the same work ethic I did. I don't need a personal trainer at the moment now, but the work ethic I had, the you know, the drive, the consistency, you know, the repetitions, I'm gonna apply again, because that's all you need. You need to know what you're after, why you want to do it. You just need to repeat it, and you just need to take that step over and over and over and remain consistent. So anyway, let's jibber jabber, take a look at these pictures. Now, do you see why I say hard work works? You see that I'm not just saying it because it's a catchy phrase. Now, in those pictures, in the first set of pictures, like I said, I think I was in my hundreds or just over. In those pictures, I even got down to, what, 80 kilos? 80 kilos of not looking starving. 80 kilos of looking like what I want to look like, which is muscle. You understand? Hard work does work. There's no shortcut. And, you know, don't limit yourself by a time frame. Give yourself time, but make sure you put in that work and stay consistent, and you will get results. And if you apply that principle in everything else that you'd say you want to go after, yo man, impossible is nothing. You see where I'm coming from? So anyway, guys, hard work works. Know what you want, ask yourself why, and then just hit each part over and over. Stay consistent, and you might get to a part where you will plateau. That's fine. Don't quit. Just find something that will help you get to the next stage. Like Big Hero 6, find another way. You understand? But you will elevate yourself. Just don't quit. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment in the box below. Share with all your friends. Don't forget again to hit the subscribe button. Like I always say, live your life one step, one rep at a time. Think strong, be strong. And remember, impossible is nothing. Peace.